Yo, Tuesday, my favorite day of the week.
Mm-hmm.
You know who it is? It's the PTM, the part-time marks. It's your boy, Larry Black Lightning Burke. My
Hunt
man,
Dirt. Let's go.
man, what up with it?
I'm chilling, man.
Yeah, man, same here, man. You know, it's old turn up for Tuesday. It's our day to mark about it. Man, I know
Cool.
we've been doing a lot of talking the last couple of days, but we actually got
Last
a
week
little.
we've been going at it.
Yeah, we've been at it for. Well, we got 3 episodes last week.
I guess we can probably expect that with WrestleMania season here.
We're gonna be busy. We're gonna have to get loose, man. And yeah, and Paul, thanks for checking in with us. It's Tuesday. You know it's time to mark about it. And boy, oh boy, last time I saw you, bro, we was talking about that crazy ending to the Royal Rumble. That
So that I've been seeing a lot of chatter online. I know you probably been seeing a lot of chatter online too.
okay. What's up, man?
And there's a lot of they're comparing it to the Yes movement,
Whoa, the
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 Yeet
yes.
movement, and the
Oh,
Yes movement.
well, well. I mean, all right.
I,
Well, we started Raw. Let's just let's start here because it sounds like you're ready to. It sounds like you want to talk about something.
it's
It sounds like you want to mark about something.
you talked about you brought up the ending, and that's Jay
I
Uso was
well. Okay. We got him checking in, and he's saying it's close, and and we're going to talk about that. But let's just talk about how Raw kicked off first, because it kicked off with your 2025 winner, Jey Uso, and boy, did we get 5 or 6 minutes for the intro, and and it gets you to thinking, like, man, and I mean, like I'm back and forth because I'm really happy for him. I'm really, really happy for him because I see it and it's genuine. I wasn't feeling the promos and all that. I wasn't feeling the Yeet promos, but last night it took me there because you could feel the genuine. You see the tears in his eyes.
the
You know what I
emotion.
mean? And you see the crowd. And might have been, was that the first time ever that I've ever heard the crowd say one more time for somebody's entrance music?
Probably.
Has that ever happened for somebody's intro music?
And I'm sitting here trying to think about it. I've seen a lot of crazy things with intro musics, but to
For
say like
to get the
hit the
crowd
thing one more
chanting
time, like
and and just to take the moment, and it's big, man. It really is big, man. And like I said, but last night, like I said, he stopped. He stopped them from doing the yeets. He wanted to let it go. And I really I appreciated that. That's one thing that I could say last night. I was like, all right, you told the crowd like just
Let me
chill,
talk.
just
Yeah.
let me talk, chill, and let me get it out. And man, you can see the emotion behind it, bro. And it is. It's well deserved. You know, what I mean, you're over there well over a decade. You done it all, and now you're getting this genuine. You're getting this genuine look, man. Like
Genuine.
he said, Rollins' music carries over, and it does carry over, but I don't think we didn't see like it stop and then the crowd asked for it and they really run it back. He had to fully. He was like, "Hey, Oos, can you run that back?" Like he's telling the people in the back, like, "Run that back." That's a little bit different than what Rollins gets.
It's a little different.
Yeah,
That's a
because
different kind of energy.
they'll sing for
Because they
Rollins.
can keep singing all they want,
Yeah,
but they want the whole thing. They want the music. They want the interaction with the arms. They want to
look,
sing. Like
it's it's
it's unheard of.
it's unheard of. And then you see, before we get into your question, then we seen Gunther come right out, and he's still being
As
disrespected,
expected.
bro. His promos, bro. This is what I'm saying. This is a champion promo. He
Somebody had the
told
nerve to call him boring.
they called him boring, bro. It like you don't get as old school as this. And the way he's just talking, like he's talking to Jay, he basically told Jay, like, yo, me beating you does nothing for my
Nothing
legacy,
for you.
bro. This don't
What?
do this don't do nothing for my legacy. So I should be fighting somebody else. Like he's coming with it. That's why I said I wanna see like I want Jay to step into his own in this build up, which are obviously he's already beyond Wale. Now,
Oh, I told
now
you every time he lost, he was getting more over and more
oh, they
over.
won it. Yeah, because they won it. And like I said, man, it's organic.
Very.
It's like that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain things that you just create, and it's like, all
And they
right,
acknowledge it.
yes, they acknowledge it. And that's why it's so over right now, and that's why it's gonna be the it. Well, I mean, it's probably is it's the most over thing gimmick thing in the WWE. Obviously, I still think Cody is probably the hot. You know what I mean? The best thing smoked. But
Maybe.
maybe. Well, I guess we'll get there because there's a lot going on. And but to answer your question, man, do I think it's bigger than the Yes Movement? Um, I'm going to say yes, and this is why. Because when they were in other countries and other places where he wasn't even being booked, they still wanted him. And I mean, they they wanted him a whole hell of a lot. Hey, Danny. Hey, Danny the Tiger, independent wrestler from around the Johnstown area. Thanks for checking in, my guy. Um, I see you're still doing very well on the independent scene, man. I appreciate you checking in. We're gonna have to do some more talking. I'm glad you checked in. You're doing real good right now. I keep a close eye on things, not too close, but I keep a close eye on things. You know what I
Close
mean?
enough, right?
Yeah, close enough, man. It's good to see you though. Thanks for checking in, my guy. Um, but yeah, man. I guess the final to say yes is when they take that drone the whole way around Las Vegas at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And when you see everybody in the crowd doing that, because Daniel had that moment. So since we're always talking WWE, I don't want us to be called haters. Like, oh, we're just gonna say it because we're in the moment right now. No, this thing is damn good, man.
Yeah,
It's damn good. So what? It's definitely trending to be the biggest thing. But once we get that WrestleMania, because we kind of got it last year, but
it
this
wasn't.
year,
He wasn't as over as he is now.
but he was though.
I think it's a little bit more.
It's way more. It was it was building. It was they were just feeding you here and there, feeding you here and there, and now it's so big. What about? Okay, I'm gonna deflect this to you first. He says, "What about the Stone Cold what?" Because you already know where I'm gonna go with it, probably.
What about it?
I think he's saying is the Yeet movement bigger than the what movement?
I mean, it's a when I'm comparing the Yeet movement and the Yes movement, I'm talking about as far as the individual's popularity with the fans and how over they got with the fans naturally as not somebody that the company wanted to push, you know.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, and
The what that the wet chance was just, you know, a thing that happened and stuck around.
yeah, yeah, and but see, but then if I compare that to that, the I is bigger than the what movement because the what movement was more of a because Stone Cold can talk. Like that's my only difference. I still don't think Jay's a good talker. So Stone Cold that kind of just became a thing. That wasn't his whole gimmick. So and Paul says with today's social media, I feel like the Yeet movement is more demanding to the generations now. Oh, and I'm gonna say you're probably right because I bet you probably next year in the football state. No, probably within the next couple months around these basketball stadiums, we're gonna start seeing that. I guarantee it. Remember
Yeah.
I said this. What episode is this? You keeping track? Remember I said this. In a couple months, we're gonna start seeing those basketball games, and you're gonna start seeing the whole crowd do this. I can almost guarantee
Because they're gonna, they like to play wrestlers music in the stadiums now or arenas, so you're gonna be hearing Jay's music for sure.
it. Oh, yeah. Oh, they play music. I was watching like the boxing event the other night, and one of the undercarders came out in a Stone Cold vest.
Oh yeah, you was telling me.
Yeah, he came out in a Stone Cold vest, and he was playing Stone Cold's entrance music. So I'm like, no sooner I heard the glass, I'm tripping because you're like you're watching
You,
something else,
you know the sound though.
but you know the sound, and then it's like you see dude come out, and I'm like, oh, so I mean, if I hear the glass, you know what I think? You got to whoop his ass. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Wait, hold on. Look, Paul says they actually did it last week at a Clippers game when Harden hit a three. It's actually hit hard on the replay. So I mean that's obviously so it's going to carry on,
yeah.
but for me so far, um, but yeah, bro, I think it, it it's probably bigger, bro. It's probably bigger than the Yes movement.
It's
It is.
100% bigger than the Yes movement.
Yeah, you're sold on it. It's over.
Yeah,
It's over. It,
because you know they tried to ignore what the fans wanted with Daniel Bryan.
I thought you might say that.
They did.
Okay. I
They
see where
did.
you're
That's
going
the only reason why it got as big as it did because they
because
wanted it
you
and they wasn't letting up.
And you're right. They put pressure. Sometimes you gotta put your foot on their neck
Yeah. So with Jay, it's a lot more natural because they're not pushing back on it.
to just
He's
keep
not
keep
getting more popular because they're not giving him what they want.
going.
He's
They're
getting
like,
put in the positions. He might be losing, but he's still getting put in the positions.
hey, that's what
But we also got to remember for the people who are like, oh, he keeps listen. They're working on the long term over here.
what super what's I mean, you're into like the superhero movies. What superhero just won the fight at the beginning of the movie? You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta let this movie, like you ain't never seen that. So what is we watching this movie for? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be patient. Let it build. Like it grew on me. Like I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like you already know, my son probably the biggest fan that there is, bro. He's up there. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? I couldn't imagine. I can't imagine what he was doing when that would not happen. Cause I know I was looking like,
he was
oh,
eating all over the place.
oh, that's what I hear. So he was right. He was doing too much eating.
Yeah,
But yeah, man, that was an interesting topic, man. I'm glad you brought that up. But let's carry on. Um, Raw followed right up with Luke Kaiser and your boy Penta, and obviously that was still a fallout from the Rumble,
yeah,
because Kaiser, he's up in the record books now there with quick entries and quick exits in
in the
Rumbles.
record books though.
It's in the record books. People remember forever. And they Liv Cheer says Jay is very likable. Good to see a so-called tag team or break out individually. They're both really breakout stars in their own way, man. But Jay is on he's on his way. And Paul says it was definitely emotional. Even Fatu gave him love backstage. That's the thing about
It's
that
big.
match. Yeah. Before we go right and finish that Penta, yeah, that's big because that's one thing about that you gotta respect about their family. Not only do you got one guy making sure that everybody around him is getting their way into the building. There's one
Hmm.
guy doing that. You can't take that away from Roman. He's making sure that every family member is getting aside, and not only which rare to see these days. I mean, and let's being honest, we keep it real. It's family sticking together no
Yeah,
matter what. You know what I mean? It's rare these days, and you're getting family members that's happy to see each other succeed. I'm happy to see you succeed. You know what I'm
especially
saying?
and they're able to eat off of the success.
Everybody, everybody's eating
These guys is coming in and they're going straight to the main storyline,
because
straight to the big checks.
they can do it. They got the right training, they got the right mind state, and they're ready to go. So
Yeah,
you can't be mad they're on the card and they're pushing and they're doing things the right way. You know what I mean? So yeah. But getting back to Kaiser and Penta, the fallout from the Rumble, so we got a real good match early in the night, bro. I mean, you know what
yeah.
you're gonna get. You know what I mean? You know what I did? So I seen a little bit of like some smaller details. Kaiser, man, I already like him a lot. He
Yeah,
was doing some coaching last night
yeah.
because Penta. I guess
I noticed.
Penta. Yeah, Penta. I kind of caught on to. He don't really know the speed yet
Right.
of WWE.
Yeah.
So they kind of had like a not like, and this is like no knock or nothing, but I kind of seen Kaiser like, yo, come
Ready.
on.
Hmm.
He did you caught on to that
Yep.
when they did the dive spot to the outside?
I caught
He
it.
wanted
Yep.
him he wanted him to go a little faster to the top rope for the cross body. So he's like, yo, come
Yep.
on. But that's good. That's small stuff that people's gonna see from Kaiser. So where you think they're going with Kaiser, bro? Do you think there's something brewing? Because after he took the L, Pete Dunne came out, and so and they had a little interaction last week. So are we gonna maybe see something like a Do you think a tag team, or do you think they're because they're not putting their hands on each other, and they obviously are both, you know what I mean? Um, you know what I mean, representing other countries. Do you think we have something there?
I mean, I would like to see it, but I don't want to. I don't want to see Penta stuck tagging with somebody
No, no, no. No, I don't think we'll see that.
because we're
I
obviously we're gonna run something. They probably run something with him and both of them because they're both a little sour right now that they took
and
those
that's why
losses.
maybe you put them together because of, I mean, because you
Oh
know they
well,
could wrestle.
he Penta did say he'll do whatever. He'll 1-on-1, 2-on-1. These is his words. So maybe we're
Okay.
gonna get a handicap match.
Oh, I like that too. I mean, because you're right, they are both like, I don't want to say it that they're stale, but it's just like Pete Dunne is just Pete Dunne still.
Butch.
He's Butch. He's a and Randy, thanks for checking in. Besides Jay, who else would you like to see win the Rumble? Not sure if you said anything about this. We did. We talked about it a little bit last week, but we can answer your question. I mean we
Bigfoot.
go ahead, Kurt. My
Bigfoot.
bad. Big. He said Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot is real. Man, the little personal joke between us all. Um, Bigfoot is real,
Um,
and he loves pizza.
Roman.
Roman would have been your call.
Why not?
Yeah, and then
I'll
like I
give you my
said,
reason why later.
okay,
Well, in a little bit.
and I think I wanted to see if I would have had to pick one. I guess I kind of was on the I wanted to see Cena fight Gunther just based on
I
how
wanted that
Gunther.
too.
But
I wanted.
I wanted Cena to fight Gunther, you know what I mean, and then them run another program on the other side. Because I mean, I don't feel like they're, I still feel like Gunther's a very strong character. So
Yeah.
it's and I just like that style of champion. So yeah, if I would have had to if I would have had to say anybody, it would have been probably Cena for me. You said Roman.
Yeah.
But yeah, you think maybe they're gonna build like a tag team, bro? I mean, you got to do something with these characters that are just.
I mean, technically, Ludwig is still Imperium. I mean, is he just going to start tagging with somebody else?
I mean, Gunther be doing his own shit though. It's
Yeah, I mean,
not
he's
like,
going to, but it's
huh?
like
Because how many times has Gunther even went out there and like needed help?
he's not going. This is Gunther we're talking about.
I know that's so. So, um,
But how does
yeah,
that look to him? Because you know how he is. Like, oh, so you need help to handle your business.
true. You're right. Um, yeah, I'm kind of stumped now. So what they do with them? You don't want
I
just two
mean,
heels fighting either all the time.
nah, I feel like we're gonna get a handicap match at somewhere, probably on one of these shows upcoming.
They will. I mean, it'll be a hell of a match too. They'll probably put it together. Um,
Penta Mysterio.
at Mania. Uh, oof. I mean, I don't know, because I think they might start trying to really put Penta over by then, like over, like
So,
maybe put a
what do
belt
you
on
what
it.
do you see Penta at Mania?
Where do I see Penta at Mania? Oh man, damn, bro.
I mean, it's
I
wherever
mean,
you
man,
want.
I feel like the books is wide open. We might have to come back to that question. The
Because
books is wide open on
there's
that.
time for them to do whatever. I mean,
Yeah, because I don't think they want. I don't think they want face on face.
nah, but you can
They'll probably end up in some tag team joint.
you'll I hope not.
It'll probably, yeah, it'll probably be him, Ray, and Dragon Lee versus Judgment Day.
Oh my god.
I
Don't do
mean,
that.
first
Don't do
match,
that.
I mean, that would be maybe a Penta. Okay. Um. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe. Yeah, it'll probably be. If I'd say it's probably be Penta, Rey Mysterio, and Dragon Lee versus the Judgment Day.
I see him moving towards the Intercontinental title,
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, he already kind of gave Breaker a look after one of the shows. Was that
and
Saturday Night Main
Breaker
Event?
wants to know what's going to be happening with his title because he's not really featured much. But it all comes down to these wins that Penta is getting is going to
Hmm.
continue to get.
And
He's
then
going to
wins
earn
get
his
up, you're
shot
gonna get a shot. Yep. So, and then you can maybe start moving your boy up to the next tier. Um,
after Mania. Yeah,
yeah. Um, Followed by that, man, we had a quick just to keep it rolling. We'll be touch quick on this. We have Finn Balor, and we had a little Judgment Day promo in there, and it's starting to seem like there's still some distinction in Judgment Day.
it gets worse every week.
It's getting worse every week, but they're still, oh, I got you a match, I got you this. Like we're still scratching each other's back, but there's still some beef there. So do just real quick, we'll touch on this real quick. Keep it moving. Did you think there's gonna? Do you think this is coming to an end here soon?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
definitely.
They're going to screw Finn.
They screw and maybe so then maybe something like Dom and Finn at Mania, or so
Chamber
or
or Mania, one of them.
Saturday night main event.
Main event, yeah, because I'm sure there will be another one before Mania.
Okay, all right. Then next thing that caught my eye, another 2025 Rumble winner, Charlotte Flair. Oh, that's another thing, man. There's been a lot of heat on the internet about Mrs. Flair.
She had
You
some
know,
she had some booze that last night.
well, I'm glad you said that because uh, I like what she did.
Yeah.
Did you notice that she started off face and she reacted to it?
Hmm.
So she realized, and there was a point where she had said something, and that's when they fully turned on her. I want to say it was somewhere around the she said, you guys just don't understand. And you know what that means, bro. If I'm telling
Yeah,
like if I'm
you don't
telling you
understand
like
what I just went through. Like,
it
pipe it down.
yeah, and you just don't understand why I'm in these positions too. So now you're telling these people, you see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with that? So now you're on that you basically told them like they don't understand why you're in these situations, and so now you're telling them like they're not smart. you see what I'm saying? And they turned, boom. But she's so good, she took it in just like that, and she channeled it. She channeled it. And like I said, she didn't do much tonight. What happened? What happened to her face? A little bit of age, and you keep playing around.
Yeah, I'm sure she got some work done. Might have lost lightning. Yeah, but I'm sure she got some work done. But she got a lot of booze last night. I noticed, and she definitely made the switch live and in the ring like she needed to.
Do you
She
think?
and
Do you
that's
think?
what makes her one of the best.
I tell you what, though, Kurt, she accepted the role, man. The way she played the crowd last night, it was just amazing. How she's really not the one to get the booze, honestly. You know what I mean? But she
Right.
flipped it really fast. Like I give her so much credit, the
But
way she did everything.
it was like
Yeah,
night and day how they
exactly.
had the reaction she got at the Rumble from the
Yeah,
reaction she got on Raw. I was sitting here watching Raw with my sister. She was like, "Why they booing her now?" They was just I'm like, "Ugh." They're in a different city.
Do you
First of
do
all,
you, do you think that was unexpected though on her part? Like the Queen, you walk out, you went to Royal Rumble, you win the Royal Rumble, and then you go to the second show, and then all of a sudden it's like I'm getting boos. I'm the Queen. Like, do you think it really think about it, emotional how it really hit her? Like, damn, I wasn't really expecting this draw from the crowd like this though.
who knows? She might have been because
It's
she
crazy.
had enough time to see what people were saying on the internet. Because it's like
Yeah.
you come back at the Rumble, yeah, we're happy to see you. You're gonna
Hmm.
get the cheers. You
Right.
win the
Right.
Rumble. Oh, we really didn't want that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just
Not
accept
saying
her
I
as the
didn't
Queen.
want that, but
Exactly. Exactly. There
Yo,
he is.
my
All right.
bad.
Hey, brother, I'm gonna tag you back out because I'm gonna get out of here. Okay.
Yeah, my bad,
All
my
right.
bad, my bad.
Tag
Thanks,
out.
bro. I
Hot tag.
appreciate
Hot tag. We
it. Oh, bro, my
oh,
bad,
you're
man.
good, bro.
I don't know what in the he double hockey sticks just happened. I went in panic mode. I'm like, yo, what the? I'm saying all kind of cuss words and everything. Let me get myself back in order. I start sweating and everything.
You gotta
Um,
calm that down. You right in front of a church, man.
my bad, my bad. But yeah, we was at Charlotte intake in that, and obviously Rhea interrupted,
Mm-hmm.
so it's out. But
Of
she
course.
kept it. She basically said she was going to travel all around, and hey Josh, what's up, fella? Sorry I couldn't join in live, man. Hey, we're waiting on you, man. And Paul, yes, thank you. Thanks for the hot tag, my guy. Uh, Um, but yeah, but Charlotte ended it by basically saying she was gonna travel from show to show, and
She's looking for that spark.
she's looking for that spark. So, obviously, I'll just get into that because it wasn't that major. But tonight on NXT, she showed up there too, and kind of basically gave the warning for whoever won the triple threat coming up that she could beat them too. She obviously came in with a little bit of facish, but she instantly took in the heel roll again.
Yeah.
So we know what route she's gonna go. She's gonna definitely be a heel. She's gonna be able to take it in, and we know that's what she does. Um, then man, there's that question I have for you again. We had a little, a Sami Zayn promo, and Karrion Cross ran down on Sami Zayn again, man. And I never like to talk about Karrion Cross, but he just keeps popping up, man. So you got to tell me what's going on with Buddy, bro, because it feels like you would know. Because I don't know the answer what's up with Karrion Cross, man. He's like, now Sammy basically told him if he keeps popping up, he gonna do something to him. He gonna put his hands on
At this point,
him. Hmm.
you gotta take in what Karrion Cross is saying. You just got to you're gonna have to tap into something because
You
KO
got it.
is out for blood.
KO is out for blood, boy. You oh, we gonna get there.
We're gonna get there.
So finally this week, let's keep it grooving. Let's keep it grooving so we ain't up too late tonight. New Day. We finally got a New Day tag team match since we finally, you know what I mean, we've been seeing stuff here and there. Um versus Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee.
We haven't seen
Um,
Dragon Lee unless you were watching Speed on Twitter. We don't see Dragon Lee. It's good to
yeah,
see Dragon Lee.
I don't even have Twitter, bro. You have Twitter? You have a Twitter account, or are we?
The part-time marks have a Twitter account.
Okay, that's crazy, man. I guess I got to check in somewhere, man, because I thought like once you get so many social medias, you're like,
That's
man,
it down there.
yeah,
Over here.
yeah, we
Boom.
here, we
That's the
there.
twit. That's the X right there.
I need to check in there more often. I don't even, I mean, I know we there, but I'm outside. I'm out of the box for real.
Yeah,
um, but we finally, I know you can appreciate this. New Day had some new entrance music fun.
I loved it
Finally, some new entrance music. So,
because you
and
couldn't have keep having them come out to that bullshit music.
it just
Do
didn't
you want
make
me to take
sense.
them serious?
it just didn't make sense anymore. And they got a win last night, which I felt was well needed because we discussed last week like what's the point of this if you're just going to continue to you're just going to keep losing. So like it just didn't make sense. But
Yeah.
and then obviously Logan Paul interjected himself. That's what helped to get the win. So Logan Paul, he's setting his sights on. I guess what he got a qualifying match next week.
Qualifying match against Rey Mysterio.
Okay, so and we've obviously seen this program before, but
Yep.
I mean, I guess we're gonna say is it gonna be? He said we're gonna get New Day versus the War Raiders for the tag team belts at Mania. I could I could see that. Um, I still feel like they're gonna have a couple different tag teams. Like they sort of did last year, where they try to put. I don't know if they're gonna try to put all the belts up in one. I don't. Would you think they would try some shit like that again? Like where they put all the belts up? No, you think that was?
One set of belts is going to be on one night, and the other set is going to be on the
I
other
would.
night.
I would hope. I would hope. Um. So
Basically it's your Raw WrestleMania and
mm,
your SmackDown WrestleMania.
yeah. So I guess obviously we're gonna get Paul and Ray next week, and
Yeah,
and obviously, what do you think? Logan pulls one out on him again, and he
yeah,
finds
he's
his
going to
way
the
into the
chamber.
chamber.
He's
He's
going to the chamber.
obviously going to the chamber.
Yeah,
Now, he does have this fight coming up with his brother. Is there a difference in dates and all that bullshit he's doing outside? I don't know why the homie just
I
don't
heard it
keep
wasn't real.
wrestling.
Is it real?
I, I I'm not sure. I didn't dig in enough of it. I just kept seeing it pop up. So I'm like, I mean, who wants to fight y'all anyway? Nobody. Y'all might as well fight each other's dumbasses. Yeah. I mean, homeboy should just keep wrestling. He's like kind of nice at it. Like
I
so,
mean, he's supposed to be doing it more full time ish this year. So
I
I
would
guess we'll
like to.
see.
I would like to see a little bit. And I guess next week we're also gonna get
Styles cross Logan. I would, you know, good.
Styles. Styles is showing up, but are we gonna? Because right around the same time they introduced AJ Styles, didn't they? Wasn't Braun Breaker like kind of in the middle of his promo too? Wasn't he kind of in the middle of and then they said the transfer window was closed?
Yeah,
That was somewhere around that same time. I think they want to said that because now we know, right? You remember that, right? The transfer window's closed now,
yeah.
so there's
And
no
he
more.
said he was able to get AJ Styles before it closed.
Yeah, so I thought that was a little bit later, but I felt like that was like around the same time. And then next week, following following that, I guess we're gonna get a qualifying match between Bailey and Lyra Valkyria. Now Bailey's kind of doing a lot right.
I think we should keep champions out of these championship qualifying matches.
Yeah, I think she needs to be maybe fighting Gables. Ivy now. Maybe that's what Lyra Valkyria needs to be doing and,
Well,
and
no,
giving
they're
them.
on. Okay, yeah.
No, they're on Raw.
No, yeah, they're all wrong because he said he wants that intercontinental title and he wants them tag team titles. So maybe
Well,
to
he
go back to what Josh, maybe what are they, American made, maybe they take the titles.
yeah. I mean, they said they want it all,
They
and then
want it
you get,
all.
and then I mean, I can see Ivy now beating Lyra. I
I'll
can
take
see.
it.
I mean, I got to get that strap off,
I told you I want them all strapped up.
bro. There's something in there. Buddy got to stop doing that corny ass laugh though, bro. That
No,
little
I think they're telling him to do it at this point.
Yeah, of course they're telling him to do it, but it's horrible. Like,
That's the
just go
point.
out there and
They want
fight.
you to cringe at it.
They absolutely want you to cringe at it. So we know we're getting Bailey and Lyra next week. Like, you think Bailey goes over because now she's doing a lot. She's got some matches on NXT for
She's doing
championship.
Vengeance Day.
Yeah. So You think she makes the chamber too? Then
I would hope they don't put Lyra in the chamber. Do something. Put her in a program for her title.
you right. You know they, but you know sometimes they try to put that person
I
in there,
feel
bro,
like they're gonna put
because
her
she's
in the
athletic.
match.
She'll jump off the pod or
They
whatever.
want, yeah, they want to give her that spotlight.
Yeah, they can keep it. To be honest, I mean, so yeah, right. Yeah, so yeah, right around that same time, Gable confronted the War Raider. So I'm sure he's gonna basically he's sending his boys to try to go do something there. So I think there's so many tag teams, bro. Like you said, you know, the Raw side of tag team things is kind of iffy. So this would be a nice time to pick it the hell up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So yeah, man. Other um, I mean, obviously they definitely got to start doing something with Gable. But Gable said right now he's on. He said he's out of here. He said he's going to go take care of some personal business. Now, you know, you said you've been hitting it. You know, you kind of got a good justification of where he's going and who he's dealing with.
yeah, they put it right in our face.
Yeah. Now it just sounds funny that he'd be training with him though.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, his style was technically luchador.
And, and for those who don't know, we're talking about you know, Alistair Black, whatever he may call himself at the moment. What was his name over there?
Malachi Black.
Malachi Black there, and he was Alistair Black
Yeah,
formerly. Okay,
yeah.
so obviously, you know, Gable's been hitting. He's been going to do some. What is it called? Dark. What's the arts he's doing?
Dark Arts. Some Something along those lines. I just know that's the name of his gym.
Like so, it's martial arts and shit like that, right? If I'm correct.
Yeah.
So it's that sort of thing. Um, So yeah, I would just like to see what kind of cahoots they would have. If that's we obviously think that's the buildup. I just want to see what they would have and what they would be dealing with each other for. But I mean, you know, we all like Gable and we're ready to see him do. Because I mean, he's getting nice spots, bro. He's in the Rumble, just throwing people with that German, bro. The strength that that man got, and
Dope.
and another one, man, he's another one. They're letting it simmer and simmer and simmer. I kind of argued with somebody the other day on the internet too. They're like, oh, like Gable's not getting his. I'm like, if you really knew what was going on, you would know he has like creative control now. He has a little bit of like he wants to be doing what he's doing.
He wants it.
They paid him nicely. They worked with him well. Like I guess she was complaining, oh well, Nakamura's not doing this, Nakamura's not doing that. And like she was like, he don't even have promos. And I tried to explain, like, there's a difference though. Nakamura don't do promos obviously because he can't talk, but he does vignettes. You know what I mean? They do those vignettes, those you know, and them
Those little
things,
anime joints they were doing on War Fire, they need to bring them back.
bro. Them shits is those are vignettes. That's what I was saying. They're different than promo because they knew how to build into that. So, but she was just like, yeah, just people like Nakamura and he's mid and Gable and them, and I'm like, Gable's getting his. Trust me. Like the time coming, and it's gonna be good. Even being a heel, it's gonna be special because everybody knows how good he is for real, for real. Uh, so what we, yeah, he's special, man. Right after that, man, going into the big main event last night, man. We had Seth Rollins. What did you think was? You seen Seth come out obviously first. Oh yeah, I did. I am actually ahead of myself. Yeah. My bad, Paul. I'm glad you said that. My girl Io got screwed. I feel somehow she gets Rhea in a title match, but how since she didn't qualify for the elimination chamber,
Well, yeah,
and
she didn't qualify, so she's not going to be in a title match anytime soon.
not well, nah, but she didn't qualify. But I think I'm with him right here, bro. Why can't we just get a one-on-one match? you fucked my shit up, bro.
Oh
Like,
yeah, oh yeah. We'll probably see that.
yeah,
Why
it
not?
should be
At
Hero.
Elimination Chamber.
Nah, we don't even want Lyra, bro. We want Io and Rhea for the belt. That's what we want. We want she's above that belt now. I mean, no
Why not?
disrespect.
Because I mean, I feel like she's not gonna beat Rhea, but you know,
So is it just about her winning, or do we just want the good match?
I just want the belt off of Lyra. He
I
brought
want
up
that belt off her
he
too.
brought up Lyra, so I was just like, yeah, good opportunity to get the belt
I'm
off
glad
Lyra
this
and
is
get
a.
the Io.
I'm glad we're always against. He
I
said
think Rhea is going to give her a shot since she's going to feel bad that she messed up her opportunity.
they're gonna get it in too. Like she's out there wrestling, man. She's so good. Um, like I said, and yeah, that match last night. I mean, her and Liv got it in again, man. There was some definitely her and Liv. They definitely put good matches on together, and I like that they're doing that too now toward Raw. They're trying to put like there's not a lot of matches in that 2.5 hours. It's still like your basic four matches, but they're putting those two marquee matches that they're doing. They're letting them wrestle,
Hmm.
like go out there and do something, and yeah, we seen, we was kind of disappointed Io went out like that last night. For those who didn't catch it, she uh, actually Rhea actually put her hands on Liv. Liv baited her. It was a really good spot.
Yeah,
It was a good spot because I was like, all right, where are we going with this? And then I seen it happen, and I'm like, oh, you got to take the L like that. And then she shows she's fired up. So yeah, she deserves a shot. Who else deserves a shot at Rhea? I mean, that's who it got to be, right? We don't
that's
want to
one of
have.
those fresh matchups we was talking about.
Yeah, it's fresh because it's been what? It's been a while since they wrestled. You haven't seen that in a long, long time. So yeah, that's what I want to see next, obviously. But yeah, getting back to it since I got a little ahead of myself. Thanks, Paul, for getting me back on track. Um, Seth Rollins made sure he came out. Now he asked for Sammy to come out. Now now he came out dressed like Zorro last night. I usually like to. He was
Zorro,
like, it was like a. Do you think it was Zorro? It was like,
he was giving me Undertaker vibes a
he
little
was
bit.
giving. Do you take her vibes? I kind of got like a. It was a weird. It's always weird, man. But I was just like, I don't know. I didn't like that, and maybe it was just the hat.
It's like a gigolo Undertaker.
It was definitely it was definitely something odd. I was just like, why is this so Zorro like Three
Zorro.
Musketeers? It was
Do
like a
people even
three.
know who Zorro is out there, bro?
Do people know who Zorro is? If you
Yeah.
don't know who Zorro is,
Anyone besides Naya?
I mean, yeah, not as in the mix. He looked like a
Yeah,
bootleg
Josh.
Undertaker. Josh,
He was definitely a Timu Undertaker.
well, wait, bro, did you just call me old? Hold on. Like, don't try to run that. You just
No, I
called
know
me.
Zorro too. He was one of my favorites.
I was gonna say,
You
like,
don't try
wait,
to run
hold
it
on,
out.
because you was like, do people know who Zorro is? And I'm like, I would hope so. I'm like, he was like, didn't they just make like a remake like just a
Yeah,
few
I
years
almost
ago?
forgot about the Antonio Banderas remake. Those were my shit.
Yeah, this was all right. What Paul
Flair
say here?
chooses Tiffany at me. I feel like she chooses Tiffy too.
Rhea makes it a triple threat match, adding Io. Um, I don't see Io in it. I see Rhea and Io just getting, one on one, maybe at the Chamber or Saturday Night Main Event or something. Like you said, still like a solid show where they need like to push something. So that would be a good place to push it too if they don't want to put it on the card. And it looked like Charlotte borrowed some of Seth's time.
Live. I had that thought myself when I seen her come out. I was like, that looks like something Seth would wear. Definitely.
So he's definitely somewhere out there with it, man. But you'd
Which is
like,
crazy to think about. Like you see, like something Seth would wear. That's how you know he wears some outlandish shit.
The crazy part is, man, when I just look at Seth though, he reminds me of like a 2025 Macho Man Randy Savage, bro. Just like a Macho Man Randy Savage turned up,
Listen,
but
I
to
was
another
thinking
level.
about that the whole Rumble.
What's that? I
That he
think
was
Belair wins
like
the
this
chamber.
era's Randy Savage.
Yeah, that you said that's what you was thinking about the whole Rumble, or
Yeah,
Belair wins. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Who did say that? I missed who actually said that, but
that was Josh.
oh, that was Josh. Yeah. Um. Yeah, I think. I mean, who else do you put in there with Rhea at WrestleMania? You need to. If we think Charlotte's gonna get
I mean,
Tiffy time,
we got to see who's all going to be in this chamber match and see what makes sense.
we do. We gotta let it play out.
Because
I
I
guess.
really don't want to see Liv and Rhea at Mania.
No, we seen that enough. There's like, I mean,
I don't.
we've seen that program the last year and a half, man. Like
Charlotte and Rhea, I'm good.
we seen that program enough. That's why I said, like, we're running out of programs that we can go. So we got to kind of. I would go to Bel Air Rhea route, and then obviously on the other side, Tiffy time Charlotte.
Yeah, because if Charlotte's riding this heel wave, we're about to make Tiffy one of the biggest faces over there.
Because they want to like her anyway.
They want to like her anyway. So is Becky Lynch coming back?
Man, bro, you know what?
Is she still filming that Star Trek show? Because that's what she was doing.
Mm, And right there, you're already talking like, see, that's taking time away. She's getting paid nicely, obviously, and doesn't she want a hefty penny too? It wasn't that
I mean,
part of
it's
the deal?
WrestleMania, so you know she's gonna be back for WrestleMania at the very least,
Is
the
she?
latest.
Is she? We keep thinking people are coming back, and they're not coming back. Is she? You know they.
I
Bro,
feel
this
like
is an ongoing engine. So if you're playing around, we
where
gonna we
what
gonna
show is
keep.
she on? Raw? Is she still on Raw?
She was a Raw. We don't want to see Rhea and Becky, do we?
Do we?
I'm honestly not. I'm honestly not the biggest fan of Becky, man.
I'm
So
a bigger fan of Hill Becky.
like the man, or like Hill Becky.
Hill Hill
I
Hill
don't
Hill.
really remember her being a Hill.
It's because when eventually it was like she had the Stone Cold effect because she couldn't be either.
Yeah, she just. Paul says the two biggest rumors in women's is Oscar and Becky, but what about Alexa too early?
So
Go ahead, Kurt.
Alexa's supposedly on Raw, so maybe she'll get a qualifying match.
Oh yeah, I would. Is she a Raw star? Is that where
I
she's
think I
at?
seen that earlier. She's
Okay.
on Raw.
All right. So she gets a. I would assume she probably gets a qualifying match. I mean, they wouldn't bring her back because then,
I mean,
you
I
know,
guess it don't matter because we're getting qualifying matches on both shows, right?
yeah, I would assume we'll probably get what, 3 and 3.
Probably.
The
Oscar
Oscar
is the
is
goat. There's someone out there that's gonna agree with you. She's great.
yeah. Um, she's super great. For WWE style, I don't think she's the goat. Outside of WWE style, her, you know what I mean, her background and where she came from, and New Japan and all that stuff. That I feel like that could be discussed. It's hard when. I mean, it's hard, man. It's hard for me to be like, "Yo, Charlotte ain't the best to do it, man."
Yeah,
You know,
you're
now
gonna
you know
run
there's
out.
some, but there's still some great mullahs and some other ones that you don't want to discredit, but
They don't have
like,
the same resume.
but wrestling, mm, these people can wrestle. And Paul says Oscar and EO tag team, they are legit, so technical in the ring,
The
perfection.
Kabuki Warriors is legit.
The Kabuki Warriors is legit. But I honestly like Io so much better by herself. Like, and I think honestly both of them, man, because they stand out better when they're by themselves.
Yeah, 100%.
So, like, I still even feel like Io outshines Kyrie Sane.
Yeah.
I thought just there's just something different, even though they're barely speaking English and shit. Like, there's just something about it that's like, I don't know if it's just like the entrance. I think maybe it's the entrance music and just the vibe she gives when she comes. Because I love, no sooner I hear her music, I get hype. It's one of the musics actually in WWE. I'm like, yo, this is probably like one of my favorite entrance musics in
Io.
WWE. EO's music, I don't know.
Oh,
So, and then it's just her aura when she comes out. I was like, she wrote me in a long time ago. I'm like, yo, she's the best thing smoking without Charlotte around here. And then there's still, you can't like say, oh, well, she's better than Rhea because Rhea, it's different. Kaboom.
and that they do.
That's that's what they do. It's because it does. It's crazy. Their facial expressions is so wild. Um, yeah, bro. That's what. But so what? Going back, we're going. We just keep getting off. So what's up with Rollins talking to Sammy like this? This motivational speech it was a little odd, man. Like it did seem just like it felt like a friend was trying to hype a friend up, but I felt like there was an ulterior motive. You want to discuss?
He's desperate to see CM Punk fail. So if that means I'm gonna have to go over here and hype this guy up to go over here and beat him, that's what I'm gonna do.
Cause it's like a hype up, but it sounds like it's kind of manipulative too.
But you know what? I was gonna say that too because we brought this up before of how Kevin Owens manipulates Sami Zayn. I think Sammy is a very easily manipulated person. We're seeing that in through Kevin Owens, what he went through with Roman Reigns, and not just seeing Seth Rollins talk to him, how he talked like, yeah, you gotta, uh, and that's why I think Karrion Cross is gonna end up getting in his head.
I was gonna say, like, does this play into something Karrion Cross too, man? Like, I know I keep hate bringing him up, but it feels like there's still something. They're doing something. He's popping up for a reason.
And there's always a reason.
But it felt like Seth was. I don't know. It felt like it was a hype up speech, but it felt like it was just like corruption. It just felt like it wasn't just a genuine hype up speech.
It wasn't genuine. The only thing he cares about was that CM Punk loses.
And he hyped him up. He had me hyped. Josh, go ahead, read that. You want to read that one?
Josh said he's trying to drive a wedge between anyone who is close to Roman and probably Punk. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. Seth was
like a Mickey in the corner moment in the movie Rocky and to Sammy. Just win, I had a tiger. That's what it looked like.
It did. I don't know. Maybe I was playing too much into it. I don't know. Maybe because I'm easily corrupted, but it just sounds
like it may have been genuine, but I just feel like the only thing he cared about is that CM Punk didn't make it to the chamber.
And obviously, we got a banger match from them too, bro.
Banger.
As you talked about, it was
CM
a banger.
Punk keeps surprising me.
What you said?
CM Punk keeps surprising me.
What you mean by it?
Just that he can stay healthy and keep up.
I mean, yeah, because I do feel like when I was seeing him wrestle over the other place,
he had a couple bangers,
but maybe I was just sleep on him. You know what I mean? Like
the strap match with him and MJF is a classic.
I think I remember that. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna. All right. I might have to go back and just look at it again. Is it an Iron Man strap match though, or is it like?
No, it's just it's. I think it's just a strap match.
All right, because you know what I mean.
Together.
No, but all their matches is Iron Man matches.
Oh, it's probably a 35-minute match.
And Liv
Liv
Cheer
Liv
said it was an
agrees. It
awesome
was a
match.
great
Okay.
match. That was probably one of the better storylines that you could watch over there because you know
Okay. Josh says, here's the question though. We know Rollins and Owens used to be partners. Was that a setup with Seth and Owens? Ooh. Now he's throwing a little salt and pepper on it. See, that's what I'm saying. There- See that now? That's what I'm saying. I felt like there was somewhat like I
I mean, it
felt
could
like
be,
it
but I
could be.
feel like, and we said this a couple weeks ago, Sammy was eventually gonna get his, whether that be for teaming back up with Roman or what just happened when he just watched Kevin get his ass folded.
Folded. And,
We knew it was coming.
and man, we knew it was coming. Cause
Now, for you to just stand there and watch your best friend of 20 something years
bruh,
get demolished like he did,
I-
Kevin's not wrong again. I'm
you
sorry.
seen how upset I was. Like last on the last show. I was trying to tell, what I mean, Dave, the showstopper, like, Dave, you're not understanding. Like, why is my best friend watching me get my ass beat like this and you ain't doing nothing? The
Nothing.
only thing you doing is cradling me like a baby.
It's no disqualification.
You can do whatever you watch me get my ass beat like that.
You watched me get my ass beat.
So, which leads us to after the match last night. Like I said, Sammy took the L. CM Punk is obviously headed to the chamber, and
Mhm.
CM Punk. Speaking of the chamber, we already know John Cena is already in the chamber too. So, like, did he just get a bye week? Did he just?
So we were live during the press conference.
Yeah.
He said, "Look, I'm going to the chamber because it's best for business.
Okay.
Because me in the WrestleMania main event is what's best for business, bro."
Oh. So, so,
No,
so
you
he
have to
just
go. If you didn't watch, go back and watch the
okay.
the
Yeah. I mean, now I caught it a little bit on the internet there, but I was just like, so you just get a bye week? You don't like, like, but that's where I'm
he
confused.
said
Like,
I declare for the chamber like it was the Rumble. Like, come on, bro. But
okay,
that's why
so
CM Punk said something about doing his doing his qualifying match and earning his spot. He
yeah,
that was
it
a
was a
shot
shot.
at
Yeah.
Cena. Yeah.
So Josh says Seth spent all that time trying to motivate Sammy. If it was genuine, why didn't he try and help Sam? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, so again, it's another what why didn't he? And then he said, uh, Liv Cheer says he said the company owes him and he earned it. I mean, I'm not gonna say he didn't, but then everybody else kind of got to I'm not mad at it. I mean, sometimes you just gotta push your weight around. Hey, I'm here, man. I'm
Yeah.
here, and ain't nobody gonna do shit about it. So I guess he's not wrong. I guess the company owes him.
I'm not mad at him automatically having a spot. It's his retirement tour.
Yeah, and he just took the dive at Royal Rumble. He just. I thought that was a little corny way he went out the ring, man. We could have did a little better than that.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll get that. So we know now Punk and Cena are your first two, and right after that, man, yeah. And Paul says, "Yo, if my brother still watch me get beat down, my dude is getting it right now." Yeah, there's a lot.
And that's the thing. These guys is like brothers. Like it's a 20+ year relationship.
Yeah,
There's
I
no
mean,
way.
there's God kids. There's God kids. Um, Liv said he isn't hungry. Yeah, Liv Cheer says he isn't hungry filming a movie. Yes, he said he was leaving. I did catch that part of the after show. He said he was going to go ahead and handle business. Hey, go make your money, man. I ain't mad at that. But yeah, right after that, man. we had it seemed like CM Punk and Sammy were gonna shake hands. Sammy was a little down.
Hmm.
Seemed like they were gonna shake hands and walk out together, and then bam, here comes Kevin Owens, and he delivered a package power driver to Sami Zayn in a Sami Zayn Forever T-shirt. He wore this. I mean, the T-shirt's been classics over the last couple weeks,
Classic.
man. But now and again, is Kevin Owens justified for this power driver last night, man?
Listen, Kevin Owens is justified for feeling like Sami Zayn should have did something.
Man, this is my best friend, man. Like you like you said, man. You watch me get folded, bro, and you just
In
say,
the real world, my brother's probably going to get smacked.
yeah.
So in the world of wrestling, yeah, the package power driver makes sense. It's Kevin Owens.
Josh says, like he told me last night, yeah. Josh, my earpiece, man. He said, Mania has to be a, a finality with Owens and Sammy, like a last man standing inside a Hell in a Cell. And yeah, I would love to see something like that. Twist the intergender the two, you know what I mean? Intertwine the match, excuse me. Intertwine those matches because I mean, if you've ever seen them two
Last man
wrestle,
standing, Hell in a Cell.
I like that, right? I thought that was a good call. Yeah, he said that to me last night. Um, I would love to see because we've seen what they can do in these type of. I mean, we've seen in the WWE what they can do, and WWE is a little toned down. But if they let them go in a Hell in a Cell and let them do a last man standing, well, we've seen them do outside of this company even 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
It's pure brutality. If you've never seen anybody, if you've never seen Kevin Steen, Kevin Owens, El Generico, Sami Zayn in the ROH around 2010, around that era, go look those matches up ASAP. I think they had a ladder match. One of them was a ladder match. They beat the living shit out of each other. These are good. They're not just full blown AEW. I tried to kill you matches, but the brutality in these matches, like you couldn't tell that they're best friends. But if you really know the inside of the business, if you're best friends, you usually have the best fucking matches possible, man. And even look up Kevin Steen and El Generico versus the Briscoe brothers in a
Oh my God.
oh my god, it might be the best tag team match you've ever seen in your life. Tag team ladder match. I don't
Listen,
remember what year that was, but if you look up the Briscoe brothers, Jay and Mark versus Kevin Steen and El Generico. And it's called a ladder war. It's not called a ladder match, it's a ladder war. Best fucking ladder match ever.
I might have to
That's
check
my
that out when we get off of here.
that's and that's in my opinion. That's not like that's bigger than the Dudleys and the Hardys and all that. Like that match right there was the best ladder match I've ever seen in my life. So again, man, Kevin's justified, bro, for this again. And you said something to me too the other night. It's funny how people are like doing like real drastic shit to people, but they're justifying it with facts. Like, what did you mean when you said that to me? Like, I understood, but
Who
break
was
that
I
down.
talking about?
Was it?
Was it Seth?
No, I think it was Seth. When you brought it to, I want to say it was right around the time Seth was doing the promo. You said it's funny how people are doing like
Because he did that double stomp, and I'm just like, I mean, he's justifying it.
he's justifying why
He
he
kept
did it.
his word.
He
What
definitely
did he
did.
say? Next time I'm in the ring with Roman Reigns, I'm gonna stomp him.
He definitely said that. He definitely said it. Like you're absolutely right. He did say it. So,
I respect it.
but like you said, people were doing like like corruption type things,
What I
and
said,
like
I said they're doing something like they're doing some of the most fucked up shit and justifying it with facts.
they are, bro. There's people like what I mean, like KO out here.
The New
He's
Day,
New Day. They,
Drew, Seth,
Drew. Everybody is doing some wild, like diabolical shit. It's making you question it. But then when they tell you, like, well, I did it because of this.
when you break it down, like the New Day, for instance, like bro, you waited 4 years to want to like step in and do anything. You've been seeing how many L's we've been taking, the struggles we've been having. Now you want to come in and be our manager when we see when there's a little bit of friction between us. You see a little bit of friction. You want to come in and try to be the problem solver. Nah, we needed you 4 years ago.
I mean, I'm not mad at the New Day. I mean, I felt like they had a. I definitely think the New Day had a good point. I mean, there's
Great
good.
points. Did they handle it right? Probably not, but
I mean, I don't think they did
we
it the
can't
right.
tell these men how to feel and how to express how they're feeling.
And now they're the bad guys. You know what I'm saying? Like now, no, but they ain't got no friends, bro.
No friends. They can't even get dressed in the locker room, bro.
Yeah, they been using closets. I think. I don't think they was. I think
The
last I knew
boiler
they.
room is empty. There's no Kane or Mankind.
Oh
Think they're
yeah, you
good
better
down
use
there.
that boiler room. It's hot down there too. Um. So yeah, man. Then like you said, Seth is doing some wild shit, and then, Roma was on his shit too for the longest time, bro. But
Seth did
like,
help create the tribal chief. He helped set him on that path. Wait a minute. Didn't Drew just take credit for creating the tribal chief too?
in a way, he did. Now that you say that, he kind of did. He kind of alluded to it, because then he say,
When he was talking to Paul.
because isn't that, yeah, he pretty much, because isn't that who Roman beat for the belt last?
Yeah.
So, so that's why he's trying to say, um, dude's going crazy with these moves. Bronson Reed's tsunamis, breaker, now KO with everyone. Oh, yeah, man. Sometimes you just gotta bust somebody ass, man.
Yeah.
Jacob Fatu out here killing people, or trying to it's at least attempted homicide. I mean, it's definitely in the streets. He would probably consider probably a serial killer.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, man, there's people just doing this like unjustifiable shit, man. But like you said, they're just spitting facts by it. It's like, you know what? I can't even be mad at some of these people,
You
man.
can't.
Um. So yeah, man, Raw was that. It was definitely a good Raw. And then, like you said, next week we're gonna have some more qualifying matches. We'll probably eventually get AJ Styles here for a match. They wouldn't have just did that for no reason.
I'm sure he'll be in a qualifying match.
That would make sense too. Um, but it did. It seemed like they're gonna try to fix that Intercontinental division.
They might feed him the brawn first.
That like that's what I said, because he kind of wanted to talk to Adam Pearce alone. He, like you said, he didn't like how he feels like he's getting pushed to the side,
Yeah.
which he really ain't. He's getting a lot of spots.
But I like it. I like his attitude.
He does. And yeah, just before we run through NXT, yeah, if you're ever interested in becoming a host of a show on a sports network, Out of Box Sports is your place. We can make it happen for you. Um, Paul, the producer, great producer. There's a great team of everyone. Everybody's friendly. Everybody wants it, and it's about trying something different and new. I mean, like I said, um, well, obviously, me and Kurt knew each other for years now, but met on a whim, and ended up ending up on a channel. Like a few weeks later, we had Everybody had a couple things in common. We got to talking, and
Yeah.
we,
I met Paul in the bank.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I had a customer who come in and we would talk wrestling. We would talk wrestling for 15 to 20 minutes.
Mhm.
And Paul overheard me talking to my man Larry. His name was Larry, by the way.
That's wild.
That's wild.
Mhm.
Yeah, we talked about it and we got it done. I hit you up and we got it done. We was
Yeah, it was.
I think I was on Atomic Drop that week.
I think you might have been. It was like I think yeah, you was like ahead of me quick, man.
And then
Like
you came shortly after, and then we had our show. Like,
yeah,
yeah,
you told it was wild. Like you had told me, you were like, "Yo, yeah, man, I met somebody, man. He likes the Cowboys, and he got a podcast,
that was big, huh?
and
He seen my cup. That's what sparked the conversation, huh?
yeah, I think I remember. I think that's how you told me it went down. Then you're
I
like,
kept
"Yo, man, he's got a podcast channel, man. He's like willing to do this for us," and I'm like, "What's going on here?" And then like I want to say it was probably like 3 days later, you're like, yo, we're gonna get this thing rolling. And maybe 2 weeks later, we were up and running, and here we are on our 15th or so show. And like I
I
said,
think
man, come over this channel. There's so much going on over here. And like I said, it's all love. Everybody's promoting each other. Everybody's it's it's a good time, man. Like I said, you get to deal with me and Kurt every single
I
week, and
think Paul's looking for somebody to talk UFC with, right?
he's looking for somebody to talk UFC with. So if anybody knows anything and at least be very knowledgeable, at least know what you're talking about somewhat. And even if you don't know what you're talking about, because you know we're the marks, we're just putting things in perspective. If we could be running things, or if
This is all opinion based.
this is all opinion based, we don't know shit. I say that all the time. Yes, Paul is looking for people that want to talk boxing and UFC. So please, if you know something about it, hey, Josh,
Josh, what's up?
what's going on, man? Um, if you know anybody that knows their boxing, knows their UFC, please hit us up. Like I said, there's always a scroll bar going down there. Subscribe to the channels. We're obviously we're everywhere right now. I think we're on Facebook tonight, even. We're on Twitter, we're on X. So we're here, we're there, we're a little bit of everywhere, man. And yeah, Kurt. So then getting to it. So we're not going too long tonight. We had some NXT tonight. We had a little bit more build up for the Vengeance Day. I see some impressive stuff tonight though, because I think I focused a little bit more tonight than I normally do. Um, just to run through it, Stephanie Valkyrie took on JC Jane, and it was a good match. I never really got to see JC Jane wrestle.
She's not bad.
No, not bad at all. And yeah, we know Josh. I have Love Cheers on YouTube. He's here with his real name now, but thank you for checking in for us, please, please. Yes, and the UFC show is the show is called Inside the Octagon. So if you know UFC, if you feel like you know something, well, hit Paul up, talk to him. Maybe you guys can maybe you do know something. Maybe you guys can work something out. And you could be right here one of these days of the week doing the same shit we do, predicting things, talking our shit, making shit up, hoping some of our predictions is right. Um, but yeah, I was impressed by like JC Jane tonight. I never really got to see her wrestle before, but I seen something tonight. She wrestled Valkyrie. Obviously, Stephanie Valkyrie got the W, but I was a little bit impressed by that tonight. I didn't like that they were kind of wearing like the same outfit, like the same colors.
Yeah.
So it threw me off. So sometimes when one of them would bump, I'd be like, "Who just went down?"
Because you got the dark hair, you got the dark outfits.
It was like they was both wearing like a black and like a forest green, right? Like a dark. So
Yeah.
bro, when they would bump, I wouldn't know who went down sometimes. So it kind of threw me off, but I was a little bit impressed by that. And you obviously your big prediction last week, as we're moving on, your big prediction last week, um, Roxanne in the Rumble for a very long time.
Was that an hour and 7 minutes?
She went, yes, she went 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 47 seconds, which is now the record.
That's how you know they got something for her.
Absolutely got something for. And like I said, I'm still giving you your credit because you text me. You said when you seen her coming out, you said she's here. She's not here.
She's going to go the distance.
She's going the distance. You said she's here for a long time. And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm not really sure. She wrote it out. She made it down to the final two.
That's their future.
And I did again tonight. I seen it tonight on the microphone, like when she was talking to
She's
Bailey.
getting better.
She's getting better. Um, the confidence is there.
That's what it is. I was just about to say that. Like the confidence,
Hmm.
the difference between when she first signed and came and
Yeah.
debuted to now, it's night and day.
Oh yeah. And I missed all that. You know what I mean? Like you said, I didn't see her until what, the rebound, right? Like, cause she had that health scare, right? And
Yeah,
that's like right around when I really started getting like back into NXT. And you were telling me like, bro, there's potential. And I'm like, this little girl. And then it just kept building, and like I said again tonight, like I could see it in her. The confidence is there.
yeah.
She feels herself. So I am. I'm definitely. I'm starting to really like it. I'm just like, because then once you see she's going to be with some big time players, she's going to be able to hang. And then
And she was in there and
and
still her own with all those big names, bro. Like
yeah,
that
yeah,
was big for her.
yeah. And like you said, bro, they let her take that ride. So this next year is going to get busy for Buddy. You know what I
Very
mean?
busy.
And then by maybe next year, she might be a Mrs. Money in the Bank this year.
I wouldn't doubt it.
You see what I'm saying?
I wouldn't doubt it.
There's a Miss Money in the Bank potential. Um, yeah, moving on. Lexus King had a promo tonight. Um,
Mhm.
he
Looking sharp as ever too.
Oh man, he got clowned for looking like a permanent, like he that permanent marker wrote all of the and at that same very time, as he obviously he there was a couple key points in there he brought out tonight, which he really didn't do too often. Um does Perez get a qualifier for the chamber?
Nah, nah.
N- no, I'm gonna say no just because she's still on that. She's in this because she's still kind of in the mix down there in NXT. They're gonna wait maybe
She's
right.
not she's not coming up to the main roster till after Mania.
Yeah, she'll be ready to go then fully. They're gonna run this out because they don't want to push her in there just yet. So yeah, no, not just yet. But yeah, he announced. I don't know if you got to catch that. I know you was a little busy tonight, Kurt. But just to give you a little recap on what he done, it seemed like something did tonight that he typically never does. He was bringing up his dad, and like I guess he was bringing out this Hillish character again, and
Mhm.
how he's really a loose cannon. And I kind of liked it because he's like,
They've
now it
been
seems like he's starting to accept it.
they've been teasing that loose cannon gimmick.
Okay, with him like being calm and then starting to snap.
Yeah.
So yeah, he finally kind of said it tonight, and I was like,
Somebody else had mentioned it a couple weeks ago. I forget who it
okay.
was.
And that was in the build of him.
It was like something along the
Wasn't that
lines
when
of
he
you're
was?
starting to be a loose cannon or something like that.
Oh, okay, because he was trying to act like that was a face roll for a minute.
Hmm.
So it was really a diversion to start to, but like I didn't see him. I didn't know they was bringing it up now, but I seen it. And then so yeah, you probably didn't get to catch that. So he also claimed now that the Heritage Cup is it's going to be only one fall matches now. There's going to be no more of the gimmick match for it. So it's basically like a title now.
I actually like that. I actually like the gimmick of the Heritage Cup.
You did like
I
you
liked
know
it.
what? I guess I didn't see it at the beginning of it. So I just when I caught into it, I was just like, yeah. And then I started seeing some matches for it, and I'm like, okay, I like it. I like that it was something different. But he said, but that is something he proclaimed now. That it is for now on going to be just a one fall match, regular match, basically like a championship match. No extra gimmicks, no falls. Um, but we had a return. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news.
Hmm.
We had a return at this very moment. Yeah, there was. I mean, you hear the music, and it caught on quick. The return of Fandango. Um,
Fandango.
Fandango. Put some emphasis on it.
That was my
Um,
man.
Yeah, I did. I kind of like the gimmick. He came out. He basically said he wanted to challenge for the cup. I think that's going to be next week too. By the way.
Yeah.
Um, so he challenged. He's going by his name from because we obviously know the TNA. For those who don't know, TNA NXT deal. So obviously people can show up at any time. He can. I guess he wants to be proclaimed by the name JDC. What he was using over there. You said that was probably some initials or
I
something.
know I know it's initials for something. I just haven't seen him in a while to remember. He
So
was
when,
going by Dirty Dango.
yeah,
Um, but I do know he changed his name and he's going by JDC is fine.
yeah, and it's
That's
catchy
what we can
too.
call him.
It's definitely like it's still catchy, man. That
The music, yeah.
bu. It was catchy.
And he probably asked to come out to that because they've been real good with letting people come over with their gimmicks.
Yeah. Well, I think that's just smart on a business play too.
Smart.
You
Because
hear
that's
that
something you
music
remember.
always. Familiarity is always something like big. So, and then like he cleared it up. He wanted to be called this. Um, Seems like we are following up. We're getting we seen Ridge Hollins versus Stacks. Um, we had a decent. It seemed like I don't know if there's a little bit of distinction between the crew, but Stacks kind of said something slick to the Dawn the night before the match, and the Dawn wasn't really feeling it, but he basically told him to get on his shit,
Yeah.
and he had a match with Ridge Hollins.
Johnny Dango Curtis. I see.
Okay. Thanks, Paul. We appreciate you. That's why you're the perfect earpiece for
The
us.
Johnny was slipping my head, so I didn't want to say the rest of it without the J.
Okay. See, I didn't even have a clue. I couldn't even I threw nothing even out there. Like it wasn't shit for coming from me. I already had moved on from it. I already
He
have
looked it up.
moved
Good
on.
look.
Yeah, we appreciate you. Um, but we ended up having Ridge Hollins go over on Stacks.
Eddie, what's up?
Eddie, appreciate you for checking in again with us. Uh, well, yeah, Ridge Holland went over on Stacks tonight. Seem it seems like there's some distinction going on in that crew there a little bit. With the females and everything else going on. I guess it's gonna be something we have to follow, but we are gonna get a cage match next week. I think that's next week. A cage match with a Ridge Hollins and the Dawn for the belt. So there's no interference. So yeah, in case you missed that, bro.
Do
So
you
that
think they put the belt on Ridge?
I think so, man. I'm just not that impressed with Tony the Dawn, bro.
I know. And
This
you're
is
more impressed with Ridge than you were on the main roster.
yeah,
He's working with something now.
yeah. It seems like there's something there now, and
I
like
can go without Tony being the champion. It was cool when it happened
yeah,
because
because
we
I guess
already
he
knew
deserved it.
where Oba
He,
was going. Yeah,
he
but he's
deserved it.
been
He was working,
he was
keeping
working.
keeping a solid gimmick too.
But
Um,
now it's like now that you got it, it's like
hmm yeah, stale, very stale.
yeah.
Uh, um, so yeah, we're gonna see that cage match. After
Ridge
that, we had
is a musclehead.
Ridge is a
I
muscle
think he
head.
has a lot more. I like the character more than the Brawling Brutes character.
Yeah, it seems like it has personality now without
I
him.
love Ethan Page.
Rather have the belt. Is that on Ethan Page? Rather have the belt on Ethan Page than Ridge. Oh, okay. He's saying that the North American title. Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah. I mean, because Ethan Page is a character, bro. You know what I mean? He's
I
got
feel
the.
like hmm, we can't just bring everybody up. Leave Ethan there for a couple more
He
months.
needs to because he can carry people with his storyline. And,
Exactly.
and and now that we're talking about him, just to throw this out there, since we're going to be cleaning up here within the next couple minutes, where we ain't going to go too much longer. Um, it's going to be, I guess, up at Vengeance. Ava said if Javon Evans gets cleared, they're going to have a match, Ethan Page, because Javon Evans' mouth is wired shut right now. So from getting punched by Ethan Page. I kind of like this little gimmick though. It's not like it's just they're wiring the mouth shut. I kind of like the little gimmick that they're doing with this. And obviously we like Evans. We both like Ethan.
Yeah.
And following that, we actually had another good one too that I liked a lot. We're gonna get right to that A-Town down there. We'll get to that here in a second. Because we're really almost there. Right before that, we had a women's tag team match. Zaria, it was like a rare tag team. We had Zaria and Sol Ruka versus Tatum Paxley and Gigi Dolan.
I like, yeah, it's Gigi Dolan. I really like Soul Rico.
I do like Sol Ruka, man. I kind of like Zaria too.
Yeah, like we need more brutes.
We need a little bit brute, and yeah, it's a weird character. I don't know what it is, but I like it. And I kind of like them as a little team tonight. It kind of like
It's an odd pairing, but it worked.
it was an odd pairing, but it worked out very well together. Um, so it was like I kind of liked it, and I like Tatum Paxley, and I kind of liked that match tonight. It was actually like just a fairly decent tag team women's tag team match. So and it looks like they're going to be building something with Metaphor, because it seemed like Zarya started some shit with Lash Legend tonight about Lash not eliminating anybody in the Rumble, basically losing opportunities because they didn't win the tag team titles last week against
Right.
Bella. So she
Right.
basically like kind of started some shit with her tonight. So we might see a little program with them. I'm not 100% sure.
Right.
So yeah, I do. I really like. I do. I like Sol Ruka, man. It's like such a weird gimmick, the whole surfer girl gimmick.
That's herself though, so that's why I
It's
fucks with
fully
it.
herself, and she might have the second best women's finisher in
I like
WWE.
it. What is it called? The Soul Taker?
The Soul Taker.
It's like a
It's a flipping stunner, and she hits it off anything.
it's a
We've seen
flipping
her
RKO, and she can hit that out of
flip,
nowhere.
flipping RKO. Excuse me, and she has hit it out of it. She's ran up a ladder and did it.
Yes.
So it it was a little off tonight. They slipped just a little bit
Just
because
a little bit.
it was set up. Okay, you did catch that part.
I caught that match.
Okay, but yeah, it did. But I wasn't mad at it because girls still sold it like they didn't miss it, and I was just like, man, this might be the second best finishing female move in the WWE because you're not gonna. I don't even know how to say it, man. What's her name from?
You talking about Zoe Starks?
Yeah,
I don't know the name of it either, but I got you.
Isn't it called the? No, it's called the Z360.
Z360.
That might be the best
The
finish.
Zoe 360. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, bro, that move is nice too.
Yeah.
And we all talk good, but she's the best one in that crew. I go front. Like she be messing up here and there, slipping, but when you look at it, she's the best one in that crew.
That recovery from that slip was.
She just recovered, right? Was it at the Rumble?
Yeah, I think it was the Rumble.
Yeah, because
Nice
remember
recovery.
there was a pay-per-view a couple months ago. Remember, she was slipping every which way. She almost killed herself on the ladder. I think there was like some type of ladder match or something they was involved in. She almost killed herself doing some flip over the top rope. But between her and Sol Ruka, they might have the best two female finishers in the WWE. I'm gonna come back to that, but I'm not sure.
No argument.
I like it then. Right after that, real quick, like I said, we just had an interaction between Charlotte Flair, Julia, Roxanne, Bailey. Obviously, the big key to all that was, the mix was for the match coming up at Vengeance Day, but again, it was about Charlotte acting like she was going to come to NXT. We know that's not going to happen.
They needed to have Charlotte on this episode, man. Why not?
Um,
Give me a ratings boost.
yeah, And getting down to the last two things here, we had Carmen Petrovic versus Keone Jordan, and Keone Jordan is showing like a little bit of a heel, like a little bit of a
A little bit of
heelish,
aggression.
a little bit of maybe she needs it though, because I'm not sold on her being.
You can't be all smiles and butterflies and rainbows all the time.
And and Eddie's back on the boo Charlotte. He's right where he was. He was right. He's picking up right where he left off. Oh Eddie, the channel
Charlotte's his
changed.
bathroom break.
Yeah, Charlotte's his bathroom break. How dare you, Eddie? Don't talk about goat Charlotte this way. But I get it.
All hail the queen, man.
um, but yeah, we're starting to see a little aggressive side by her now. Are we starting to possibly just real quick? Are we getting a little something between her and Miss Jada Parker? Jada Parker came out, did commentary, and it seemed like Keone Jordan seemed like everything she was doing, she was staring at Mrs. Parker.
I'll take it.
I'll take that program. Um, she
Because
did
that's
win the
what I
match,
watch it for.
and Eddie says Rhea's the GOAT.
I think one day we'll be able to say that confidently.
Yeah, one day. Not yet. She's still got some more accolades and some more things to do yet. So yeah, Bob Keone did win the match, but I guess she ended up getting the referee reversed the decision because she went back into a chokehold again after it was over.
You don't
I
see a
never,
lot of that.
you don't see them reversing the like oh, you lost now. No, the hell I didn't. So
Because
it seems like
if we're doing that, then EO should have won.
yeah. So uh, so but yeah, I guess we're gonna get a program with her and Miss Parker, and I'll take it.
As long as Jada's on TV,
Jada
I'll
can get
take
as she can get a lot of TV time. She can get a lot of
she can
TV
have
time.
all the TV time.
All of it. She could take up my 2 hours of NXT. I would not mind. Give her a 2 hour. Give her a 2 hour Iron Woman match.
Bring
I'd
back
watch
Total
it.
Divas,
Yeah, bring back
starring Jada Parker.
starring Jada Parker.
That's
And
it.
who else?
That's
Jada Parker.
that's all we
Jada
need.
Parker. Jada Parker. Jada
And
Parker.
Lola Vice. Well, I'll take a guest starring Lola Vice.
And Lola Vice. Yeah, and guest starring Lola Vice. I guess we could be here all day with picking them.
Yeah,
And then,
moving on.
like he said, what's up with A Town Down on NXT?
So last week they had Oba on the Waller effect.
Yep.
You know how they do. They like to get under skin and
But
do this
they're
and that. But Trick ended up coming out, and one thing led to another. They attacked them. So the match was set up for. They got a tag team match. They had a tag team match, right?
mm-hmm.
So the match was set up. It's one of those, can they coexist things before the big championship match?
Well, yeah, because obviously they didn't speak to each other all day. They ran that program. They didn't speak to each other all day until they got to the ring. They didn't want to speak to each other. It seems like A Town Down is going to go down there for a little bit and work with those with people because that's what they are. They're just a good, funny gimmick, but they can wrestle.
Yeah.
They're some of the best salesmen too, man.
Yeah.
They are the best salesmen. The way they were taking moves tonight and just selling, gold, man. And they're funny. They're actually funny because it's like they don't like each other, but they do like each other.
Grayson Waller has grown on me.
Yo, I like them, and it's weird because I'm usually the one like, man, that accent bothers me.
I got a buddy. He says Grayson Waller's music is the hardest music there
Doom,
is.
doom, 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 doom. I like it, but it's him, man. His personality, man, because it's like he's a bitch, but he acts like a tough, like a super tough guy. He does so many different things all in one, and you just have to catch it like he did tonight. He said something slick, and then he just reversed what he said so fast. And like I said, him and Austin's Theory, they could be some of the best salesmen
They
in the
are.
world. Um, and like I said, they put together a good tag team match with Oba and Trick. Um, they did get the win tonight. They because of Eddie Thorpe came out again. He's interjecting himself into this championship picture once again. Well, he's not stopping until he gets his opportunity, obviously. And Paul says Grayson Waller is something that has to grow on you. Before I used to call him Kangaroo Jackass. He is something that has to get.
He definitely had to grow on me. At first, I was just like, "Who is this guy with this weird ass music?" Then he grew on me. Like I like Grayson Waller. He's
I,
legit.
um, like I said, usually I'm the one like, yo, I can't stand this accent. But it's like the accent makes him funnier.
The
I
accent
don't,
never bothers. I love the accents.
uh, and maybe it's just because it's like it's an accent they don't have all the time. Because he's what Australian,
Australian.
and it's like it's a weird. It's just funny how he does it, man. And
It's his voice too, because it's not really bothersome with Bronson Reed,
yeah,
because his voice is a little different.
a little
Rhea,
different.
I think we
They
look past
definitely
her
have.
accent.
Yeah, you really can't tell that he's Australian though. A little bit, but not much when he talks.
Yeah,
Bronson, it's not half as strong as
it's not.
Waller's.
It's not. And
Yeah,
Rhea's is the strongest, I think.
you think Rhea's is the strong?
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, I
Oh
guess
yeah, Grayson Waller mouth writes checks that Austin Theory is the one who pays for. Yeah, that's
every
that's how
time.
it goes down.
Well, they're gonna be in a starting to get to the end here. They are gonna be in a triple threat match against Oba Femi at Vengeance Day. So yeah, that's what they're brewing up for that. And then I guess Trick's still trying to interject himself and get himself involved in this because he doesn't believe Waller in theory should be. So obviously we think Oba Femi should just smash everybody, right?
Everybody.
And I mean they did have a good like solid tag team match where obviously tonight they
I'm ready
didn't
for
have
Oba and Fatu already.
man. I was hoping we did get Oba Femi in the Rumble. Did you think that was gonna happen?
I didn't think it was gonna happen at all.
No. I'm not gonna lie. I think somebody texted.
Just because of the star power the Rumble already had.
Mm,
We
you're
only
right.
had we had one outside person.
Yeah, you're right. He wouldn't have fit in because then, like, you would have destroyed
There
the
was a lot of
character.
storylines going on in the
Yeah,
Rumble
and
this
you
year.
would have you. He's too big for
You
that,
see how
right?
they had it set up. The first couple entrants was like the fast paced ones, the
Yeah,
ones
yeah,
that's going to keep you invested into the match, and then we got into our storyline driven entrance.
yeah.
There was really no place for any NXT
Nah,
stars.
and honestly, it would have. He's so hot right now. There's no reason why he should have went in there and went out
Yeah,
fast.
exactly.
Yeah, me. So no, you're
You put
absolutely right.
him in there, he's got to
And
win.
yeah, Eddie says, "Oh, but smash, yeah, that's my man." No,
I
Paul
fucks
says,
with Oba.
but there was a little turmoil between Waller and Theory when they were both saying they're going to win in the triple threat. Well, there's always turmoil between them two. Like, there's not a week where somebody doesn't say something slick to the other one or set the other. They run a whole set. And, obviously, Waller sets Theory up more than Theory does it to Waller, but they run that gimmick, and I think it's absolutely hilarious too all the time. So excuse me. That's where we're really building up to, man. We're building up for the Vengeance Day here in 2 weeks. Um, yeah. Final remarks, man. Like what's big coming up here? We have
I mean,
anything?
it's WrestleMania season.
It is WrestleMania season, so everything's
Everything that's coming up is big.
now. We don't have no. Nothing for SmackDown yet, right? We don't know anything going down on there, right?
I don't know anything about SmackDown yet. I'm gonna try and start tuning in to TNA more.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
gonna watch that this Thursday.
I've been trying to tune in. You
You've been
got me
trying to
locked
tune
in.
in.
Yeah, so I've been trying to tune in. So, and like I said, I
Um,
I just saved the channel the other day just in case. I don't want to miss nothing, so we can keep the page updated in case
because
there's.
it's like if we're gonna have to, their storylines are they're merging from one show to the other. We got
Yes,
people from NXT going over here and TNA coming over here. It's like you kind of have to watch TNA now.
you
It's not
kind of
saying that
gotta
I
watch.
I
Yeah,
like TNA. Give
I
me
do.
a reason to besides certain people that I'll tune in for. Give me a
Yeah,
reason to have to tune in.
yeah. And like I said, I'm locking in. I've been trying to lock in the last couple of weeks. So yeah, we really don't know what's going to happen on SmackDown yet, so we can't really give you any early reports. Last and final report on NXT, Duke Hudson was released from NXT today too. Longtime member Chase U. So Chase U kind of like they kind of broke up, and it kind of just like all fell apart for everything. Um,
That
so
they said they just didn't see him as a main roster guy.
I never really seen it neither. I think you
Go
wasn't
somewhere, go somewhere and prove us wrong.
prove us wrong. That's all you got to do. Go reinvent yourself.
That's it.
Go reinvent yourself.
The
But
Drew
yeah, man,
McIntyre
it was,
road.
great chatting with you tonight, man,
It's
Kurt.
always great, man.
Man, and like I said, tune into our channel. Uh, like I said, they'll probably be dropping down here at the bottom within the next boop, just like that. Make sure you tune in the PTM boys, the part-time mark boys, every Tuesday night. 10:30 p.m. We don't try to keep you up all night. We went a little longer than we were supposed to today. I had some computer issues. I apologize to everybody, but again, thank you to everybody that tuned in to us this evening. Um, we're always here to mark about it. Our inbox is always open if you have any questions if about any future coming shows coming up. And yes, if
You
you're
wanna
interested,
you want us to discuss something live?
if you want us to,
Shoot us a topic. Get in the
please shoot us
chats.
a comment.
Discuss it. You want to get on here and discuss it? Let's have a wrestling debate or whatever.
Yes, and please tune in to some of our other shows on the channel. If you subscribe to the link, you will get updates on other shows on the channel. We were back for the first time in a few months with the Atomic Drop last week, and me and Kurt we went over to the Atomic Drop show, our partner show, and we had a good time there. I think that's where we recapped the Royal Rumble at. So to look out for the Atomic Drop. Uh, I'm sure there'll be a weekly cast of the NFL coming up soon. I mean, like I said, Paul had said earlier,
I
we're
mean,
looking.
we got the Super Bowl coming up, so definitely check out the Sully squad. They
Yes,
talk about the Eagles.
yes. They'll be talking about the Eagles a lot. I think they were on yesterday, but I'm sure they'll probably maybe be back. I'm sure they want to talk about the Eagles a lot more this week here coming up soon. There it is. There's the Scully squad. Yeah, the Sully squad. Sports media Monday 6 p.m. Please check them out. They're talking about the Philadelphia Eagles, the 76ers. It's your whole Philly. They give you everything Philly over there. I catch it every now and then. We got
Sully always has a jersey on, whether it's a Sixers jersey, a Eagles jersey. Like
he
he's a
doesn't he doesn't he,
diehard.
does, he doesn't miss.
He
Um,
doesn't miss.
I want to say that the Cowboys will be coming back soon, man. We pretty much talk about the whole NFC East over here. Yeah, them 215 boys. Tune into that.
I'm gonna have to hop on one of these days this
Yes, there's
season.
so many Cowboy fans. Our partner Josh, he's a Cowboys fan too. If you didn't know that, he's a big time Cowboys fan. Um, so yeah, did you know that, Josh? He's a Cowboys fan, so he fit right in with us. Like I said, there's the Washington Commanders. I see everything. The New York Mets. Tune in with Ken Fry. Um, there, this channel has something literally for everyone, man. Like I said, I love it here. College football frenzy will be coming up soon. You can't miss. Like I said, they're popping across here just like that. Yes, the big blue power hour. Yes, we do. We have it all right here. You can't miss, man. And like I said, I love it. I love it all. Yes, the NFL Weekly Pick'em Show will be on Thursdays. inside the octagon. It's all right here. I love it, man. I love this channel. I love the people on the channel. The Silver and Black Layer, they're talking about the Raiders. And the LA Kings. This is what I'm talking about. There's literally something for everybody here. Monday Night Football pregame show will be coming back here. So during football season, you can talk about the NFL literally all week long. Hey, you might get some good NFL picks out of that. That's what you want to do. For you bettors out there, these guys know what they're talking about on some of these channels. So I like to tune in and get a good ear for it. But again, thank you for everyone who tuned into the Part-Time Marks. Maybe we'll see you again this week. We're not exactly sure, but if you subscribe, you'll know exactly when we'll be back to mark about it. Kurt,
Follow us on Facebook.
Yes.
X.
Go ahead, Kurt.
Facebook and X, that's where you'll find the Part-Time Marks, and we'll keep you updated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. And why don't we do something different, Kurt? Why don't you close us out tonight, my guy?
Peace, man.
We love. Thank you, guys, man. Next week.